Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will to do right, do right, do right.
Oh, I saw this awesome picture. It was today, and it was Alex Jones and his lawyer looking over his shoulder, kind of excited, kind of nervous, and it was labeled like when the deep state tells your waitress that it's your birthday, and you hear them come out singing. It was absolutely hilarious. Hello, good evening, everybody. I am your host Jay Fry, and with me, as usual, is Sean. How's it going, Sean?
It's Monday. We're here. Wahoo!
Mm-hmm. Apparently, there might be the need to set up a Tim Pool was right jar right next to the Alex Jones was right jar.
Yeah.
If she gets any deeper.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, I got the hiccups.
I don't want Tim Pool to be right.
I never want Tim Pool to be right. And he often isn't. Today he was talking about if a parent thinks that a holistic approach to treating cancer is what's best for their child, then it's up to the parents to decide. I'm like, or how about also the state? I'm like, majority, the state is supposed to stay out of your way, but it's also there to protect you. If 87% of the country agrees on something, let's do it. But I don't think you have a right to kill your child at birth or kill your child through the thought of prayer while he's suffering from cancer. But at the same point, I don't think that the state gets to kill your kid by denying the ability for them, the right to try, like that Trump installed. Like, yeah, it might be experimental, but you're going to pay for it.
I agree with the right to try. I don't know that I want the state making any executive level decisions on anybody's health, good or bad. Because, I mean, if you remember just a couple of years ago, the Brits killed Alfie.
I fucking do remember Alfie. When Italy was like, we got to try here. And they're like, we can't afford to ship you. And they're like, we'll pick him up.
Yeah, not only was it Italy, it was also the U.S. And funding was already secured because they were one of the first ones to do crowdfunding for it.
Yeah, Italy had called everything that every excuse they threw out there.
Well, and what that boils down to is the UK didn't want the NHS to get a black eye by this kid actually getting treatment somewhere else.
Surviving.
Right. They basically had to kill him to save face, which is disgusting as hell.
Uh-huh.
Just, ugh. Like I said, I don't think... While I tend to agree with the sentiment that I'd rather see the holistic parents be told, no, we're going to save your kid despite your nonsense, I don't know that I would actually agree with the state having that level of authority, because I just don't.
Well, the state already has that level of authority. But I'm not like, your kid's going to die if we keep doing nothing. Your kid will live if we do this. Not like risking the kid's life, I don't know. Like if it was a sure thing, yeah, man.
Well, see, the problem is that it violates several other rights, which also then means that the state, which they already do with CPS and shit, come in and, and again, it's one of those things that it's a balance, and I don't know where that balance needs to lie, honestly. It's one of the debates we'll probably have till the end of time, or until this, Tim becomes right and we just start shooting each other.
First people on shooting a CPS.
I don't see, the thing is with CPS is sometimes they do some good.
I've literally never seen it.
If it's real bad with parents, and there are cases where it's real bad with parents, they can do some good. I think they overstep that authority and mandate more often than probably any other function, but in some cases, yeah. I don't know.
I've called CPS, and I'm not like an art major. My whole college degree is psychology and criminology. And I could see how bad it was going to go for this kid. And I called it because he was dead within the year.
Right.
But they did absolutely nothing. And in fact, brought one of her kids back. Like, how did you not take all the kids? Do you not prove it by selling the first one sexually that you don't get to get the second one? You know, it's all sorts of fucked up.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't trust CPS farther than I can throw them. Speaking of, did you watch Tim earlier? Oh wait, shit. First off, let's get to the movie review. So we don't.
We're already late. Yeah. Let's pull that up.
3 out of 5, motherfucker. Come on.
Okay, so you can tell in the review why he did that. Number one, I think it's a couple of things. Number one, he had just previously given 2 back-to-back 5s. Or no, he didn't. Man on Fire was only a 2. Never mind.
Man on Fire was a 2? Good lord.
Yeah. But Falling Down was a 5, Joker was a 4, and Training Day was a 5.
He's not handing out gold medals. He doesn't have to pay for this.
I know. But you can tell in the review
he's not fitting in his finances.
He overanalyzed a jokey movie.
Oh god, yeah. Like, I'm like, dude, I still think about this movie to this day. And
here's the other thing that kind of irked me a little bit. He's like, his very last point on the worst was there was a lot of evangelizing and other soliciting at the airport back then. Yes, there was. I remember the fucking Moonies and the Hare Krishnas at the airport back before there was like even metal detectors at an airport. They could harass you all the way to the gate.
Mm-hmm.
And they did.
Well, maybe you. But I live in Detroit. They was probably just crackheads. Yeah, but I remember meeting my first Hare Krishna, and I instantly thought back to that movie. It's like that's my only experience with them is Airplane.
Yeah. I remember them being. I should say it. They play it up in the movie because it. The thing is, it was a deal, but it wasn't as the big of a deal as they made it in the movie. But you exaggerate for jokes, so I mean, it is what it is. But yeah.
Oh, it could have been. It could have been any. I think it's funnier that it was them because they're known as being peaceful. It could just have easily been Mormons or Watchtower or Seventh Day.
Dude, if you go back and look at the movie, it's all of them. So there was even a couple of guys coming up with political stuff.
But the first one to get hit was a Hare Krishna. That's why it's funny. Right.
Yeah, I think even one of them mentions, funny. Can I give you a copy of the Watchtower?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it was a thing. I mean, they play it up, but still, it's one of those things. And the thing that gets me is, and I screamed this in the chat last night, is like, why is Mrs. Over cheating with a horse? Is it a dick joke? He doesn't get it. I'm like, no, it just means she's a whore. She's an insatiable whore. That's all.
I think you're reading a little too much into this.
Right. Why is Kareem hiding his identity? Because it's funny. Literally, the answer to all of this is it's funny. Was the pilot a pedophile? No.
It was just inappropriate.
Inappropriate, and it was funny because, holy shit, you beat the shit out of people that do that. Today, it's like all sensitive and shit. It's like it wasn't like that back then. You just made fun of them.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was... And, like... I don't know what this... You're a little older than me, so you were alive, like, actually, during the time of it. What's this coffee's black joke? For an advertisement?
Where?
Like, I don't need to know where's the beef for a where's the beef to be funny. But what coffee brand was proud of their blackness?
I don't remember that joke. Where was that?
I like my coffee like I like my men, black.
That's the joke. It's like me saying I like my coffee like I like my women, tall, black, and bitter.
But no, but Matt said it was a commercial.
Okay, I remember this part. It's two little kids sitting in there.
Two mature children, yeah.
Yeah, and then what they're doing is they're spoofing what was an ad on TV that talked about quality of coffee and stuff like that. It's a spoof on that. It's funny because they're kids drinking coffee, and then it's even funnier when the chick says, "I like my coffee like I like my men, black." So it's like a compound joke.
Oh, so it's the quality of the coffee. So you don't need cream or you don't need sugar because the coffee's not bitter. It's good.
Right.
So
which was a commercial
taking it black
for whoever, and I don't even remember who that was, but that was an ad that was running on TV, which was two women having that conversation over coffee at the house or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they spoofed it by making it children, and then spoofed it even more by adding the "I like my coffee like I like my men."
I like my coffee like I like my men. I don't like coffee.
I could agree with that.
Which is why I've said for years that my joke has always been I like my coffee like I like my women, tall, black, and bitter.
So you got anything for Airplane, Josh?
I didn't even see Matt's review on it. I missed the show last night, so what did he give it?
3.
I mean, I could give it a solid 3 or 4.
He gave it a 3, and then he went to the audience, and it was like 43% 5, 30 some odd percent 4, and then lesser numbers. Or lower numbers.
Well, I mean, to be fair, our boy did give Tremors 2 wikis. So...
Dude, come on, man. I don't need that reminder.
I think the takeaway here is that Matt doesn't enjoy comedy.
No, he doesn't. But we can definitely see how he likes stuff that is politically charged, though. For sure. So, there is that. For example, Falling Down. He made it as a cultural reference, which I can see. But at the same time, it's like, not everything is a cultural reference. It was more about the times at the time that movie was made, right?
Well, everything Spike Lee is a cultural reference.
Was Falling Down a Spike Lee movie?
No, I'm just saying. Everything Spike Lee is a...
Well, yeah, that's because he's a dick.
Key and Ivory Wayans movies. Message! That's a Spike Lee reference. It's because of all of his movies have message! Bitch got more kids than Miss Wayans.
Which is funny.
Which is hilarious. I love Airplane.
I do too. I like it. I like the movie.
Mm.
Airplane 2 left something to be desired, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like one of my favorite things was when they kind of lampooned on the Krishnas, which was really funny.
Mm-hmm.
And his drinking problem was hilarious.
Yeah, Matt didn't even mention that one.
I mean, that is just great right there.
I have a drinking problem. Whack.
Splash. Yeah. We're so stupid.
It was a comedy for the time. That is for damn sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's no Mel Brooks production.
Yeah, it's no Mel Brooks production, but it's pretty dang good.
Oh, no. I would put Airplane above most. Like, probably Blazing Saddles and then Airplane.
Didn't Matt also hate Young Frankenstein?
I don't think he. I know he didn't care for it.
Yeah.
I think he gave it a 2.
Well, there's a lot of, like... I mean, for as crude and stupid as Young Frankenstein is, there's a lot of intelligent jokes.
Oh, yeah.
On, like, the third level. Like, Blucher is German for glue, right? That's why the horse is upset.
Didn't he watch Strangelove? I can't remember.
He did.
What did he think of it?
Let me go look.
Strangelove? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dr. Strangelove. Yeah.
Gentlemen! There's no fighting. Yeah.
In the war room! Still
Yeah,
one of the greatest jokes.
One of the few best lines in the movie.
Come on.
Matt's movie reviews. Let's see. Airplane, 1983 out of 5. Wikis.
Older. 12 Angry
And Blood
Men.
wasn't any better.
Well, at least he gave The Jerk 4 out of 5 wikis. I didn't even realize he'd done that one.
Yeah.
And he gave RoboCop 2 out of 5? What is wrong with him?
He must have been.
He doesn't like entertainment, is really the only thing I can come down with.
Dude,
what is
don't-
with you and Happy? What's wrong?
Don't ever suggest Big Trouble in Little China to him, please.
He's already done it. Oh, no, he
man.
gave Doctor Strangelove a 1.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean. I watched Prey this weekend. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He also gave Galaxy Quest 3 out of 5 wikis. No, that is a good solid 4, if not 5 wikis. Sorry.
It depends on your. Yeah, if you're
And he doesn't have the back understanding of what conventions are, or the Star Trek fandom, or any of the in-jokes about Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't ever suggest Monty Python and the Holy Grail to him. I have a feeling he'd give it a 1.
I don't know. English humor might be right up his alley.
It's not.
No, he gave Life of Brian 1.
He gave Snatch a 1. He doesn't
That's
understand English
Okay,
accents.
all right. Well, come on, though.
That was one of his complaints about both of them, is he didn't understand what was being said.
That's the running joke in Snatch with Brad Pitt.
Right, but he couldn't understand any of them.
Oh.
He couldn't
There
understand
was
Bricktop. He couldn't understand what's Statham's character, Dutch? No. I can't think of the character's name now.
I'll call him fucking Baldy. There was an interview with some guy from, I think he was Scottish, but it's Graham Norton. And who's the guy who plays Jim on Office in America? John Krasinski?
Krasinski, yeah.
And this guy goes, they were talking about Calgary. It's Calgary, and they look, everyone turns and looks at him like, fucking what? Yeah. He was saying, Calgary, Alberta, Canada is the home of Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay.
And he said it 3 times, and I was like, you enunciate. Like, sometimes it's the guy from you guys seen Alien versus Predator?
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I could not understand a single word from that Scots guy with the big nose and the kids. Which, by the way, fuck you, AVP, for giving the guy kids.
So
Give me character development. Don't write in dead children or children who have been orphaned. But he was in a thing with The Rock called Rundown, and I thought the joke was you couldn't understand what he was saying. I don't understand what the fucking guy says. The Italian guy's got just a thick accent, and I understood him.
I'm gonna say something that still shocking to me, and I still don't know if I truly believe it. So we all know Waterboy, right?
Yeah.
Farmer Fran.
Was that? Was he in a Joe Dirt too?
I believe so.
Was it the same guy? You like to see homos naked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Garrett claims he can understand every single word that man says.
I believe it.
yeah. That's the joke. It's just he can't understand what's being said.
Yeah.
I mean, I deciphered it. I wouldn't say I understood it. Home is where you make it. You want to see homos
He
naked?
understands. He understands and fully correlates exactly what he says.
Have you been to Louisiana?
Yeah, but I still find it like, okay, no.
I have, and it was empty.
I have been a few
Well,
times.
okay. It was a little wet when you went last time, so
Yeah.
cut you some
It was
slack.
just me and the snakehead fish.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, I ain't got much else to talk about.
Well, we're just starting.
The BBC used to had a skit there for a while. It was like voice acted elevator, and then it was like all new and fancy, and everybody was using it, and it was pretty cool or whatever. And then it ended up with just two Scots in there, and elevator wouldn't do anything because it couldn't understand a word they said.
I like
That's
when they
just
do
funny right there.
I like when it's the Welsh.
Oh God, nobody can understand the fucking Welsh.
Yeah, I mean, at least I'm in on that joke.
I mean, some Scots are hard to understand, but yeah, fuck Welsh.
What kills me is like now that I'm older and I know the difference between like Vietnamese, Korean, Philippines, China, and just all parts of the Orient, and to see like, yeah, to see like a Vietnamese guy standing next to a Chinese guy, and them both speaking Japanese, like actual Japanese instead of the nonsense from. I watched Hot Shots last week, and they were just using foreign words like Honda, Mitsubishi's. Like, really? That's not even funny on a joking level. Swing and a miss, Topper Harley.
Yeah, it's still funny though.
Some of it is hilarious. Some of it is absolutely hilarious. The fact that Maverick, oh my god, why are you mad at me? He ain't your dad. It's fucking so bad. Like, I forgot John Cryer and Charlie Sheen were in a movie together before they did 2.5 Men. But it was pretty. I mean, it had a lot of misses, way more than Airplane did, but it had some good hits too.
So with Airplane, and more specifically Matt's review of it, it just made me feel every ounce of my age when he didn't understand who Barbara Billingsley was.
Blonde didn't either, and I'm like, you fucking people.
It just hurts you, doesn't it?
It's before my time, and I still got it.
It's before my time, and I still understood it.
Well, that's what I'm in our time. Make you feel better, buddy.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, well, and that comes from the fact that when we grew up, reruns of Leave It to Beaver and Gilligan's Island and the Brady Bunch were pretty much the only after-school entertainment we had.
Oh shit! I forgot Gilligan Island was a rerun.
Yeah, we didn't watch those in real time. They all predated us. They predated me by a good half a decade.
Can you say syndication?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Even the Brady Bunch wasn't contemporary with my youth. It was all done. It was said and done before I even came into the world.
You know what's funny is they used to play cassette tapes of the only thing that was allowed on the TV at my barber shop was the Andy Griffith Show, and they would just put in cassette tape after cassette tape after cassette tape. And one year they made the major upgrade. Like everyone banded together and bought the Andy Griffith Show on DVD and bought a DVD player. The barber I go to now here in Tennessee just has it streaming. But it's the same, it's the same Andy Griffith Show. Oh my god, what was he in?
Andy Griffith.
Was that Spy Hard or Loaded Weapon? He played General Motors opposite.
I think that was Spy Hard, if I'm not.
Was that Leslie Nielsen? He was opposite.
Hang on. IMDb Spy Hard.
One of them was Andy Griffith, and the other was William Shatner.
It was Andy Griffith was in Spy Hard as General Rancor.
General Rancor. Jesus Christ. So then the other was Loaded Weapon was Captain Kirk.
Okay.
He bought Chinese fighting fish or Japanese fighting fish, and he just stuck his face in the tank and killed them. He fought them in the tank. It was so stupid. But those could have been my favorite villains. I think his name was General Motors. That'd be funny if they were both generals. Loaded Weapon.
I'm waiting on dinner to cook.
Son of a bitch.
Yep.
I'm on call and the phone's ringing. Hang on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was William Shatner as General Motors, and his henchman was Tim Curry as Jigsaw.
If that goes off again, I gotta answer it. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work?
Yeah.
That's no bueno.
Oh, I didn't even realize that the name of the movie is actually National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. So it was already a labeled as a 1. So that's kind of funny. Never got a sequel though.
Which is probably
the one
a
with
joke in
Estevez?
itself.
Yeah, Emilio Estevez, Samuel Jackson, and the Joe Pesci character was not Joe Pesci. Yeah, Joe Pesci was John Lovitz.
Yeah.
I almost confused Joe Pesci and Joe Piscopo. He shoots through schools.
I will be back.
All right. What a cast, man.
Yeah.
And Kathy Ireland, Tim Curry.
Oh, be still my beating heart.
Oh, she was terrible with her lines. Charlie Sheen was
She was
in
terrible
it.
with her lines, but she is still good looking.
Dude, Tanya Roberts is equally as terrible with her lines.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Leary, Whoopi Goldberg, Bruce Willis. Oh, Bruce Willis' cameo was funny. He they blow up Mel Gibson's trailer or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he comes out. No, this is 304 Park Winter Drive. 104 is 2 blocks that way. Phil Hartman, Richard Mull. Oh, Richard Mull played the guard of Hannibal Lecter. Stay to the left. Stay to the right. I meant stay to the right. Paul Gleason from Breakfast Club. So that was also an Emilio Estevez movie. Eric Estrada, Denise Richards. Some guy looks very much like Santa Claus. I don't remember Martin Sheen. Oh, what was the Wall Street?
Maybe.
They look at each other. They pass by each other and they go, "I loved you in Wall Street." Or
that was Hot Shots Part 2.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I confuse my stupid movies.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I really liked Men at Work.
Yeah, Men at Work is a good one.
Yeah, they had like a sibling. There was just a bond there between those two little idiots.
Yeah, well, they liked each other. They almost loved each other, one would say. Shot him in the ass with a BB gun. But
it's got to be hard. I mean, I'm not like Charlie Sheen's like the best looking guy ever, but to be 5'7" when your brother is 5'10", to get those like the missing inches.
Mm-hmm.
I just found out this week the tallest of the Three Stooges was 5'5".
That makes sense.
Curly was 5'5". Larry was 5'3". Joe was 5'2.5".
Well, that makes sense if you think about all the malnutrition.
I mean, they were born in 18 something.
Yes.
But someone said, they're like, make me feel something. Like all three of all of the Three Stooges are dead. I was like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I honestly, I don't know what to do with Matt for a comedy, so on what movie to make him watch.
Yeah. That's questionable at best. Yeah. Have you seen anything about the Rob Zombie Monsters?
It looks horrible.
Yeah, it does.
It looks like really bad, and I think it's intentionally made to look that bad.
Like, surprisingly, his wife is not an issue I'm having with how fucked up everything is.
No, I mean, the makeup and everything looks terrible. The videography looks terrible. I mean,
and I've seen other movies. I know he can do it. I don't care for his movies.
I don't care for his movies like Devil's Rejects and all that sort of stuff. I'm not a big fan of those. So
I had a real problem with the second Halloween movie.
Yeah.
Well, like, I didn't care for his taste, but him being like in the full chair for the second Halloween movie, and like that white stallion, and is like, what the I don't understand. Symbolism is supposed to be easier than this.
Yeah.
Just say message.
Message. That's maybe what we should get him to watch.
Don't be a menace and self-central drinking your juice on the
Yes.
Oh my god, it would be. I don't.
He would actually probably like it.
But he would say, and tonight's show was "Don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood," because he doesn't understand that 6 fucking references all in one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Matt is a little. Well,
he's a '90s
sheltered.
baby, and those are '80s movies.
Well, no. Drinking juice. Well, the movies that they were lampooning, yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
It was all Spike Lee's "Do the Right Thing," fucking Boys in the Hood, Juice, Don't Be a Menace, South Central.
I think
Gangsters.
Blonde would actually laugh her ass off.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It might be one of those to where Blonde loves it and Matt hates it. But I don't know. Anyway, continue. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, that's fine. I think you're right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna type it out and see how long it takes me to get it. Don't be. Oh shit. Never mind. That was quick.
Pull up rather quickly.
Yeah, and it's the first one too. It's what the hell is "Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding"?
Sounds terrible.
So number 1, don't be a menace in South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. 2 is don't be tardy to the wedding. 3 is don't be a menace cast. 4 is the don't be suspicious gif. Don't be afraid of the dark, a 2010 film. Don't be suspicious, the song. Don't be cruel by Elvis Presley. Don't be shy by Carol G and Tostitos. So that came up way quicker than I thought it would. But I bet that cast is great too. That might be the second best black cast next to Harlem Nights, Harlem Globetrotters. Oh no, it's mostly comedians as opposed to
So close.
what was
My pork
was
loin is taking forever to cook. I'm sorry.
what are you making?
Pork loin?
Pork loin. I think you said port wine.
No, pork loin. Yeah, it's taking forever to get up to the internal temperature I need to get up to.
Actually, what's the other one he was in?
What are we talking about?
What's the mockery of Shaft?
Oh fuck. It's not I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it?
Hold
I
on.
thought that was just mocking all blaxploitation movies.
It was, but it actually had Isaac Hayes and let's see, Kean Ivory. There we go. Yeah, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker. I actually really like the Low Down Dirty Shame. Everybody except for Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah, I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker was a good one too. Oh.
I don't know if Richard Roundtree was actually in it though.
Yeah, like the best part is when they find out he was like an office clerk in the war.
Yeah. Bernie Casey, Steve James, Jim Brown, Isaac Hayes, Clarence Williams III. Good God, David Allen Greer's looking old.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
John Witherspoon, who passed away recently. Robin Harris, who probably is also dead.
Yeah.
Tom Wright. He's a black guy. No, I guess it didn't. Tony Cox. I love Tony Cox. Oh, Anne Marie Johnson. She's just a pretty black girl who ended up like being completely fake and taking herself apart, pulling out her teeth, taking her weave off.
Jeez. Didn't she remove all of her fake appendages too?
Yeah, like she took off like a leg.
Leg, an arm.
You could have had a dream night with her if you would have just lied about that 12 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the little girl is the little girl from Jurassic Park.
Oh.
I have no idea who they're talking about. Probably should have been listed as little white girl. Because there's no way there's literally no white people above her in the casting. So I'm like, oh god, it's a white girl. Listed as comedy blaxploitation. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I've never even seen Dance Flick.
I haven't either.
I have no intention to.
No, nobody should.
But it's directed by Damien Dante Wayans. I don't even know who that is. But it's got Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, Kean Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans Jr., Craig Wayans, Kim Wayans, Chauncey Wayans, Affion Crockett, Chris Elliott. Take my strong hand.
Cabin Boy.
Gavin Williams.
Oh man, that was an interesting flick.
David Allen Greer. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Wayans. God, that is a prolific family.
Yeah.
Sierra Mia Wayans.
Yeah.
Well, there was 5 brothers, 2 or 3 sisters. Kim was in acting, but I can't think if there was 1 or 2 sisters. I guess I'll just look at the kid. All right. So Kean Ivory Wayans. Oh, he's looking silver as shit. Wayans family. There's a whole fucking Wikipedia for Wayans family. Good God. There's more than I thought.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them, dude.
Okay. So the oldest is Dwayne Wayans, who is a film score composer. So he's not an actor. He probably did the music for them. Followed by Kean Ivory Wayans at 1958. So he is older than Damon by 2 years. But between him and, good God, there is Deidre Wayans. So she's the oldest sister. 1961, Kim Wayans. Then Elvira Wayans, 1964. Nadia Wayans. So that's the Okay, so then there is another sister, Devon Wayans, 1966. And then there's a break because Sean and Marlon weren't born until 1971 and 1972. Deidre is a screenwriter and producer. Damon is the producer, 4 children. Kim is a television and film actress. Elvira Wayans is a screenwriter and has a son named Damian Dante Wayans and a daughter named Charcuterie, whatever the fuck. Sean is an actor, comedian, writer, producer, 2 daughters, 1 son. Marlon is an actor, comedian, writer, and producer, has 1 son and 1 daughter. So Nadia, Devon, Elvira, and Deidre stayed out of the spotlight. Dwayne's a composer. Deidre's a screenwriter and producer. That's a fucking family and a half. But they made a living out of it, so.
Heck yeah.
I've been watching Modern Family. I fucking have been enjoying the shit out of that show.
Is it just because of Sofia Vergara?
Actually, no. I'm more of a Julie Bowden fan, but it's the writing. The writing is such quality. They don't have to like completely like season 1 of NCIS. Tony was a douche. And season 2, he was like a film expert. I'm like, that's quite a change. They don't have to make those changes in it's more well thought out than that.
Yeah.
The blind spots, the errors, the inconsistencies of the family have all been there since like day one. The dad's a little bit of a hard ass who is making strides and just like his gay kid is there's a running joke about how he didn't know his kid was gay because everything, like every story he tells is super gay. I was like, how did I not see this?
Well, I always liked when I did watch Modern Family back when it was. Is it still even on?
No, but it got 10 seasons though.
Yeah, like the best thing was the father-son relationship.
Which one?
With God, what's his name? Black hair. He has the young kid.
Oh, so Phil and Luke.
Yeah, Phil and Luke. That's it.
Yeah.
Trust me, it gets better.
Well, I mean, I'm already in season 4, I think. But yeah, he's Phil's actually the bad guy.
Yeah.
Like of all of these individual family members, and even though as much as the mom harps on the kids, Phil's the bad guy.
Because he doesn't do anything.
Because he not only does he not do anything, he sets an unrealistic example for his daughters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying lie to your children so they can catch you lying so they know people lie. But truly, he's standoffish. He's uninvolved. Whenever, like, instead of confronting a problem like that his kids are fucking, he completely goes, like, he avoids it at all costs. And it's like, you're actually not helping your children by being their friend. They need parents, not friends.
Yep, it's true.
But one of the funniest fucking lines is the middle daughter. She goes to prom, and she's going with a gay kid, but he doesn't know he's gay, but is flaming fucking gay. And she goes, I'm his beard. Well, he doesn't know he's gay, so I'm his pre-beard. I'm his stubble. I was like, oh my god. And a stubble.
Yeah.
I had
Alex
issues.
was the hot one the entire time too.
Yeah. I don't care for the oldest one. I don't even think she's pretty inside. But I don't think Alex is pretty inside either. But
she's
her
probably
worst trait of starting shit to start shit in season 1 did go away rather quickly, which was nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to stir the pot, but it's not like you don't just constantly stir the pot.
Yeah.
She was just constantly stirring the pot. Her boyfriend, the oldest daughter's boyfriend, who is a complete fucking idiot, is so stupid, but like in an endearing way.
Yes.
Well, like Phil's stupid in an endearing way, but it's like, come the fuck on, man. And then like they made him a magician. I'm like, oh god damn it.
Yeah.
Like why do you gotta hurt me like that? It's like I was constantly making fun of him. Like, who makes fun of magicians? Like, we'll make you disappear. And I don't see why him and Cam aren't better friends, because Cam is a clown. And clowns do magic.
Yes.
But they don't really have an understanding of magic, because close-up magic doesn't have illusions. And they brought in illusions. I'm like, no, that's not okay. Whatever. That's a completely different subcategory of magic, and it's absolutely not close-up if you have to tie yourself up. It's like, no. But other than like something I said, like their gay writing is hilarious in there, and it's because the redhead is gay.
Yes.
But the Cam isn't gay, but he does such a good job.
He does.
Like he's not Jack from Will and Grace.
Yeah.
But he's so close to Jack. Like I like that he's not useless. Like neither of them are. The guy's the redhead's a smart lawyer. Like he's a brilliant guy and handles things in environmental law, whatever the hell that is.
Right.
And Cam is oh god, he's so terrible at carpentry and woodworking, and that's fine. You don't have to be talented in every field, but Cam makes up for the downsides. And at one point there was them listening to somebody was on their baby monitor, and it ended up the wires were crossed, but the redhead panicked, and Cam stood up, pushed him out of the way, grabbed a bat, and went in there like he was going to fuck some shit up. And I was like, yes, thank you. Like, can't stand useless people. And he wasn't useless, so good for Cam.
Didn't he play football? I can't remember.
Yeah, he was a football player. He played sports. He's a Missourian who grew up on a farm and talks just way too much about it. But there was an episode where his little hubby was an elitist, and he was talking shit about Costco, and then he got into Costco, and he's like, "Cam, we can buy matching coffins."
Jeez.
Yeah, and I'm like, that kind of stuff does happen. Like my first time at a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is up? The shopping section's before the food? Every time I go in there, I end up buying something. I was like, fuck yes, I need apple butter. And then I eat the apple butter and I don't go back. But it's like, God, I needed that apple butter.
I actually like Cracker Barrel. It just needs salt and pepper.
Oh.
Because they cater to a geriatric crowd.
Which you figured they'd be heavy on the salt and the pepper.
They don't do it for diet reasons.
Yeah, same thing with hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's the sodium, because Like I thought you just couldn't taste anymore, so you need to add more of that stuff. But oh, I've been messaging like everybody and singing the praises of Modern Family.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't get enough. Like it got 10 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Married with Children got 11. What would have been great is there was this rivalry between the dad Jay, played by Ed O'Neill,
Mm-hmm.
and Cam's dad, and it would have been like so great if they managed to get like Jefferson from Married with Children to play.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it would have been so great. Which is something I absolutely love about the casting for The Big Bang Theory is they played to everybody's like it was a little like at first like how they had the aunt and Melissa Gilbert, whichever one was in Roseanne. Aunt Jackie ended up being Sheldon's mom, which she did a great job of.
Yeah.
And what's funny is her daughter is playing her in Little Sheldon, or Little Sheldon,
Small Sheldon or something like that.
is it
I
Little
think is what it
Sheldon?
is. I don't know.
Young
I don't
Sheldon.
watch the show. Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's stupid. But her daughter is playing Laurie Metcalf's daughter, whatever Metcalf, or I don't know if she's married or not, is playing Jackie or whatever the fuck her name is, which is cute. She's doing a good job. She's just playing her mom.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like the other parents were all veterans. I mean, I guess Kathy Bates has done some shit, but like it was nice to have like cute reunions like that of those people.
Yeah.
And Kathy Bates kept cutting off her dad, who was played by Teller. And I'm like, oh, fucking people, you are hilarious. But that would have been nicer because, yeah, I mean, not like Ty Burrell, who plays a dick in everything, so it's actually really enjoyable to see him as like doofusy dad.
Mm-hmm.
But Julie Bowen's cute. There was at the end of season 1, they went to Hawaii, and Sofia Vergara had like one swimsuit shot, which was really just like to reference that Phil got caught looking at her through his wife's sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
But like the two daughters, the younger daughter, the middle daughter, was in a bikini top the entire episode. And the older daughter had one tit out like the entire episode. And I'm like, I don't like that. But it wasn't anything gratuitous. It wasn't anything too wrong. And the mother does hike it up at the end after she has she binge drinks. I'm like, I don't get binge drinking. Like she has complained about a hangover every time she's gone out, and just everything awful. And it's like, why do you keep doing it? Like, you're just succumbing to peer pressure because you're an idiot.
Yeah. That's true.
It's really brilliant writing. Like, they don't go for the easy ones, and they sometimes just pile on top of each other with how hilarious they are. And they've never gone after Manny for his weight or Cam.
Yeah.
But they go after them for like specific things, like how mature Manny is. And I'm like, I like that. And being the child of a single mother who is fucking glorious. Like,
yeah,
just out of her fucking. I grew up. I raised him in a taxi. I'm like, what the fuck? Her and Luke have good byplay. Like, he was in the attic looking for a guardian angel or an angel for the top of the Christmas tree, And he's like, I can't tell the difference from when you're saying look and when you're saying look. Luke! He's like, I don't know. Luke! Oh, I see. I hear it now.
Yeah. Modern Family had some good moments.
Yeah. I'm just worried because I'm about to hit. There was the writer's strike happened in. It's coming up. I know it's either going to be season 6 or season 7.
That show is that old?
Well, when was the writer's strike? 2008, 2007?
I think it's like 2008. I
Yeah.
didn't realize it was that old.
Well, maybe I got my time frames wrong. Hold on, let me check it out. What year said mine?
2011.
It started in 2011, so it just
Wait a
recently
minute.
ended?
No, wait a minute. They had multiple strikes. 2007, 2008 Writers Guild of America strike.
That's the one that ruined season 3 or 4 of Supernatural. So if they missed that one,
And they were out for 100 days.
that absolutely ruined that season of Supernatural. Oh, Steven mentions Benjamin Bratt. Benjamin Bratt is such a charming douchebag. Yeah, like he's not a bad guy, but he's not a good guy. It's really well done.
I've never cared for him.
Benjamin Bratt?
Yeah.
You didn't like him in Law and Order?
No.
So, how was your phone call, Sean?
Yeah. Who was it?
It was work.
What did they say about me?
They say anything nice about Jay Fry?
Did they?
No, they did not.
Lame.
Yeah, Kirsten just sent me a deal to where apparently the cruise lines are lifting the vax requirements.
Yep, they announced that this week.
Yep.
Last week they announced it.
Yeah. So she's so excited. She's like, I get to go on a cruise again. I'm like,
Still need the PCR test, though.
yeah.
Within 3 days. So
Yeah.
we're in a position now where you can book a cruise, be all set to go, pay for it, and then be 3 days out and fail a PCR test and be told you can't go.
Yeah.
Do you get your money back?
You do not.
Oh. How does that work?
I mean, you'll get, if you buy the insurance for it, you'll get like 90% of it back. And that takes like 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, what are you going to do with that money in the meantime? What about Benjamin Bratt and Demolition Man?
Still didn't like him. Or
He was in-
Miscongeniality. Didn't like him that either.
How about Doctor Strange? He had a really small part.
I don't remember him in Doctor Strange. And
He's the one who sent Doctor Strange to Taj Nagar or whatever the fuck the damn place is. And he had a broken back, and he had interviewed him.
yeah, I just do not care for Benjamin Bratt.
That's how I feel about John Leguizamo. He's like, if you weren't like, man, if you're not Latino, being cast in Latino roles, I'm like, you're a goddamn Italian plumber. Don't tell me about taking roles from people.
The only
Because
reason
English-
I like John Leguizamo is because he was Malboja.
Oh, he was terrible.
No, he was the clown. He was the violator.
Yeah, he was the violator. Malboja was
The devil.
Peter Weller. No, wait. Is that Peter Weller?
No.
Which one played Optimus Prime? No, the Claw. Who played the Claw?
Dr. Claw, Frank Welker.
Was it Frank Welker? God damn it, Frank Welker did everything.
He did everything.
It was either Peter Weller or Frank Welker. God damn it.
Peter Weller's the Buckaroo Banzai. RoboCop.
It can't be Frank Weller.
It's Frank Welker.
Yeah, well, there's Peter. God damn it.
Just here. Voice of Optimus Prime.
Frank Welker. It was Frank Welker for Malboja. Yeah. Optimus Prime voice.
Peter
That
Cullen.
is- Damn it, Peter Cullen. That's who it is. Yeah. I mean, he's no Frank Welker, but he
owns the voices he does because
Yeah.
nobody else can do them.
Well, I mean, like, he's got like, oh, he's only got 204 acting credits. Fucking Frank Welker was the voice of the Anaconda in Anaconda.
Yep.
Like the only one who's going to end up comparing to Frank Welker is Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk has stupid shit like that too. Alan Tudyk. First off, I love him as that robot. He was Sonny, who I loved in iRobot, but then he was, what's the Star Wars movie thingy? Rogue One. That's the one I saw.
Oh, he was the
He was
the Imperial
voice.
droid.
Yeah,
I'm here to rescue you. Quit resisting. Whatever it was.
Yes,
need to see that one again. I think that movie gets a bad rap. It's not terrible.
it does. It was actually one of the better, newer Star Wars.
Same with Solo, honestly. Solo's an okay movie.
Okay, I still have to. I have to see that
It
one.
ain't good, but it's
so
okay.
Encanto. He was in Encanto as the toucan.
Okay.
I don't know what arcade is in MODOK. I'm assuming it's a character and not an actual arcade. He was the voice of Tuk Tuk in Raya and the Last Dragon.
Yeah.
Like he's just doing the weird things that Frank Welker does.
Well, Frank Welker is quite old at this point.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying like he's doing that same shit though. Like
Somebody needs to do it.
he was Iago in Aladdin.
So he
he's-
wasn't.
He was
Yeah,
the replacement.
the new one.
He was the replacement for Gilbert Gottfried.
Which didn't need replacing.
Gilbert Gottfried didn't want to do the direct-to-DVD stuff.
You mean streaming? It's Aladdin.
Sure, the streaming stuff. I mean, you got to remember when the original Aladdin was done, it was straight to DVD. Like all of the sequels and the nonsense that they made.
Aladdin didn't have a
DVD
cinematic?
release. Yeah, it did.
Aladdin didn't
Aladdin
come.
was a theatrical release. That was like 1993.
Hold on, I can check see if there's box office
You do
numbers
that,
for
I gotta
Aladdin.
talk to a kid. Be right back.
All right.
I'll trade you. You talk to the kid. I'll do. Release. Yeah, it went box office.
Yeah, I thought it did because I was about to say I thought I saw it in theaters.
Oh, that's rough. Budget $183 million. Opening weekend was only $91 million.
Ooh,
It only grossed $1 billion. That's so sad. Wait, what the fuck? Why does it say more from Guy Ritchie? Did Guy Ritchie direct this?
Direct Aladdin the animated movie?
Holy shit, he did! Is this an error? No, it's Guy fucking Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie what?
Guess.
What?
Go on, guess.
Guess.
Guy Ritchie did what?
What does Guy Ritchie do?
Snatch, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, fucks Madonna.
Yeah, The Gentleman, Rock and Rolla, Aladdin.
He directed Aladdin?
I just...
That's what we're laughing about.
Yeah, okay, so like I went down to see the
animated
box.
or the live action?
The live action.
With Will Smith.
And Mina Massoud and Naomi Scott, who is cute, by the way. Yeah. I'm down here in the box office stuff. It did, by the way. It grossed $1 billion. And its opening weekend was 91 million. But I'm down here in box office, and at the very bottom it says more from Guy Ritchie, and I'm like, why does this say more from Guy Ritchie? And Josh is like, you direct this film? So I scroll at the top, and it is directed by and written by John August and Guy Ritchie for the screenplay. What
Wow.
did Madonna do to this poor man?
Wow. Wow.
Well, don't worry. If you ever want to see something that's really funny and a big giant advertisement for BMW, he made a commercial for BMW. They did a bunch of film series back in the early 2000s, and it was just like starring like their in-performance lineup. And they had one where it was called Superstar, and it had Madonna in it. It's a pretty good commercial, but it's actually a pretty good little short film too. It's like 10, 15 minutes long.
Mm.
But highly recommend to watch it, Jay Fry. You probably actually like it.
Well, speaking of fucking birds, so I'm always looking for stuff to watch because I work, but I work. And I watched the first episode of Sandman, which is like supposed to be in like the DC universe, but like tangentially,
Kinda.
yeah. Well, he is like he has associations with Lucifer on occasion and Constantine and that the chick, and for some reason Swamp Thing, but So first episode, I do not like the casting. Like it had the who's the bad guy from Golden Child and Last Action Hero?
Oh God, I know who you're talking about.
The redhead Englishman. It had him as the dad. Anyway, he died, and like it did like 70 or 80 years in the first episode, and I'm like, no, I don't care for that. And then they come to find out they did a what's coming up on the season, and they had a talking raven, and I'm like, was that fucking Patton Oswalt? And I just lost all interest.
Charles Dance.
I lost my entire. Thank you, Charles Dance, Mr. Yarrow. Why do you insist on not pronouncing the J? He was so fucking straight in The Golden Child.
Oh yeah,
He's just a serious dude. He wasn't any kind of jokester in Last Action Hero either. But he the casting, I didn't like it at all. But the fact that
they like gender and race swapped every single character from the comics except for one.
Was it the black girl?
I don't recall which one because I never got into the comics because I think Neil Gaiman is a fucking hack. He is overrated. He is overrated like no one else as
Stephen
an author.
King?
He's more overrated than Stephen goddamn King. Stephen King will turn out good shit occasionally. Neil Gaiman.
No, Stephen King can fail to fuck up a short story. Yeah, I don't know. He's no Douglas Adams.
No, he's not Douglas Adams. And the thing is that Neil Gaiman was very close friends with Terry Pratchett, who is one of my favorite authors.
I read. No, never mind. Stop that. I was gonna accuse him of some horrid shit. That's Terry Goodkind. Never mind.
Yeah, not Terry Goodkin, Terry Pratchett. And he brought good for Neil Gaiman for bringing a bigger audience to Terry Pratchett. But the thing is, he brought Neil Gaiman fangirls to fucking Terry Pratchett.
Ew.
And they have no appreciation of just how much better of an author Terry Pratchett is to anything Neil Gaiman can do. Now, I did read Neil Gaiman's Norse mythology book, and it's good. But it's not shit that he's come up with. It's shit that already existed that he's reporting on. So he can string sentences together. He can string words together into sentences. And he's competent at it. But anything that he actually creates is horribly overrated. He is not that good. Like American Gods. American Gods was interesting, but it's Norse mythology. It's not even shit that he really came up with. It's just an interpretation and a story about Norse mythology in an American context. And it's interesting, but it gets all these awards and shit. And it's mediocre at best.
You're so pissed, it sounds like you're saying North.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Norse
mythology. Like, let's put some pronunciation in your rage there, buddy.
I'm hunting wabbits.
But, yeah, I don't care for it.
Looking like a double wide surprise.
Well, on the
Never
other
seen
end
that
of
one?
No. But on the other end of that is like is Kevin Smith and Quentin Tarantino with their or worse, who's the chick from Juno?
Elliot Page?
No, the writer.
Use the correct name, Ellen Page.
You did! You didn't dead name. Look at you. How much have you been talking about Elliot Page that just came out of your mouth?
Unfortunately, the fact that there was a pitch to make Elliot Page the new Flash and or Superman.
Oh God. Or Superboy or whatever, his kid. Cody? Diablo Cody? Is that the writer of Juno? Juno. None of those were the right letters. Juno, 2007 film. What the fuck is Juno email? I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, and another reason to not like Neil Gaiman is because of all the race and gender swapping that's going on in the show Sandman. He said that he never explicitly described those characters. Problem is the co-creator of the actual comic, the guy who did the drawing, abso-fucking-lutely did. So they exist. Yeah. They are in a visual medium and already described. Whether the writer described him or not, the artist absolutely did. And he's just out there, stroking his own fucking woke wank.
Highness.
Hey, Fry, I sent you a link.
Yeah, Diablo Cody. Okay, it was written by Diablo Cody, directed by Jason Reitman. Yeah, I don't care for that smooth jiving shit either. It's a YouTube video. I can't watch it now.
I mean,
is that the thing you were just mentioning, though?
Yes. So basically, the whole thing is, it turns this video got struck for copyright reasons by Warner Brothers, and it's basically a video about Bugs Bunny being a freaking serial rapist.
Oh god, it was fucking titties hanging
So
out.
because they copyright struck it, it is now canon. So yes,
How long is it?
it's like 3 minutes long.
Okay, I can give you 3 minutes of my life.
It's my
Just
meat
send it.
canyon.
Why wouldn't you share that with me, sir? What the fuck?
Do you want me to share it with you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
I'm looking up Neil Gaiman stuff. I can't find anything that I actually liked.
I'll hear Can You Dig It here in about a minute.
Joke's on you. I've got it on vibrate.
For your pleasure.
I didn't see Coraline. I liked Stardust.
I actually like Stardust. Is that the one with the girl who's a star, a fallen star?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
Even though it had Robert De Niro being a flaming homo in it.
Well, that was actually one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
I felt like it was playful, like kind of like a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, except on a smaller scale. Like, and then the Earth was created. That was generally conceived it was a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's Douglas Adams.
I know. That was my comparison. Is I felt it was playful like that, as opposed to, like, it's the only one I can really say anything about. Beowulf was shit. I haven't seen Mirror Mask. I was very disappointed in. Oh, he did Nightbreed. Not the greatest, but it was pretty good. Jesus, how old is this guy? What did he do in Nightbreed? I take that back. Nightbreed was an interesting watch, but super stupid.
Oh, that's that one where it was
They can't be
about some mutants, right?
Yeah, the Nightmare. I thought that was Clive Barker.
Don't know.
Why is it? It is Clive Barker. Well, all right, wait. Clive Barker directed.
Did you get the video, Sean?
Yeah, I got it. I'm just not.
Did you
watching
get it?
because I actually want to listen to it. So
Yeah.
I gotta watch. Gotta pay attention to these, man. It's a Clive Barker movie, so he got credit for something he shouldn't have. But it's also stupid because his therapist tries to steal the nightmares.
Yeah. His therapist is like a murderer or something like that. I can't remember the full story.
But yeah, something like that. I don't remember the whole thing, but don't they bring his girlfriend back to life or something?
He gets brought back to life. The main character.
I thought it was his girlfriend. I remember I watched it in like 2004 or something like that, and I got like a whole. I'm like, hey, that's David Cronenberg.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Cronenberg's got the Fly Future Crimes is coming out soon, which should be good. Scanners. He's got some psychological horrors as well, but he was in. He had a special guest appearance in Jason X, and he was one of the few people I was able to talk to on the set, And he ended up being like a really like one of my favorite talking to him about stupid shit, and I fucking love The Fly and Dead Zone and just stupid shit. If I would have known better, I'd have known better. And I would have mocked him because The Stupids was god fucking awful. I don't know anybody who would see Tom Arnold as a leading man.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what this movie needs more? Martin Short.
Yeah.
No one's ever said that.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, lads. I will talk at you guys later. Sorry I got a late start. But I'm going to take care of dogs and do some other things. So I will talk to you guys later.
All right, sir. Take care.
Later.
Later.
You know what that Neil Gaiman bullshit reminds me of is when J.K. Rowling says, I didn't specifically say Hermione was white. I was like, yeah, you did. When you said she had brown curly hair, you said she was white.
Brown curly hair doesn't necessarily mean white.
Give me another race of people that have brown hair.
Technically, all black people have brown hair.
Why are you hateful against melanin?
I'm not. But I'm pretty sure she also described her as having freckles.
Well, Morgan Freeman has freckles.
Fair.
You racist. You melanin unenthusiast. Is that thing? You need to be more than just an unenthusiast. You need to be a melanin enthusiast. Seen called De Niro whoopsie. Yeah, I like dry English humor, and Stardust is right up there for me. Golden Compass too. I haven't watched his Dark Materials yet, but I was disappointed that Golden Compass didn't get the 2 sequels it needed. No, Ron, it's Wingardium Leviosa. Yeah, it's just, oh god. Acting used to be about acting.
Hey, Dad, would you like to play with the Nintendo Switch Sports with me? Tell Jason hi.
He heard you.
Hey, yeah, I heard you. Fucking, everyone heard you. Both of us. The acting used to be about acting. What happens when you hire the transgender to play Elliot Page in the biography, and you force them to go back and be the dead name, or I guess would that not just would Elliot Page just come out as 36 years old? I was born a 36-year-old man.
I try not to get involved in the delusions.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it would be fucking awful to hire a blind person to play Daredevil. Like, do you know how many people he'd be punching in the fucking face during a fight scene? Yeah, and sometimes you need to cast somebody who can walk, so that in their dream, where they can walk, they're actually walking. I mean, sure, the movie, they're legless. Joey, the character Joey in Nightmare on Elm Street 3 and 4, or whatever the fuck it is a mute. He's functionally mute. In his dream, he can talk. Do you hire a mute person to play that or not?
No, you can't.
Exactly. Man
But
was also disappointing in the Golden Compass sequels. Yeah.
I mean, it only goes one way. It's perfectly fine to cast Anne Boleyn as a black lady. You know,
No, it's not though.
no. Hang on. I agree, it's not. But that's what they'll say. Is they say, well, it's progressive. It's blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. They're actors. You can, it's about suspension of disbelief. Fine. Let's remake Shaka Zulu, and cast a bunch of gingers.
Dude, have you seen Sheena? I mean, there's literally like Tarzan. I mean, there are examples of First off, fuck everyone that's not white for not have. Hold on.
Wow, that's a bold
I'm not done
statement.
yet. I'm not done yet.
Thanks.
Give me just
Thanks.
another second to hang myself.
Here comes the second strike. Thanks.
Who, like every system is every race is gonna have that where they plug their guy in. If you have a story about like the Native Americans, you're gonna have the story about the kid from Beijing who was stranded because his parents were fucking meteorologists or whatever. It's your culture. That's how it connects to you. For us, we're the white people. And in a broader sense, if you're not a complete fucking racist, there's the blacks, there's the Asians, and then there's everybody else. Because those are the three different races that you can tell on a skeleton. There's a bump. There's the Caucasoid bump, the
Careful.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that second strike. There's 3 different bumps, okay? Just trust me. You can tell 3 different races on a skeleton, and you're lumped into one of those 3. All the Caucasoidal bumps is, you know what? A lot of white people out there.
I don't know if they can tell Mesoamericans.
White people.
No.
Oh shit! That's a good one.
Because like Inca skeletons are distinctly different, especially the ones that did that weird shit to their skull, where they like.
No. I'm not talking about like the neck lengthening or the
skull modification.
Yeah, the band-aids on the forehead. But no, there's you can separate men and women from the pelvic region.
Correct.
And you can separate the other 3 by these 2 lumps on the side of the cheekbone / head bone / nasal cavities. We got one in each one of those places. And it's broken down into 3 different. One is the Orient, we'll say. Another one
They
is
probably rebranded that to Asiatic, but okay. Although Caucasoids are also Asiatic, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's got Asia right in the Caucasian. But then there's the Africa.
Yeah.
That's the one, and then there's everybody else. So that would be interesting. Of course, Hawaii is going to go to them.
Well,
but
I don't know that there's a distinguishing factor for Polynesians at a skeletal level.
Well, there's only the 3, so they would get a 4th if there was. Wonder if there's anyone that have none of them or all of them, and that's why it's a.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Issue.
Like, I'm pretty sure Mesoamericans probably have some distinguishing skeletal feature.
Yeah. Which to me kind of makes it seem like, hey, maybe we all weren't born in Africa. If we have three distinct skeletal structures that can separate us into three different groups,
I don't know enough to comment on that one way or the other. All I know is that Neanderthals were distinctly Northern European. Now, whether they migrated, their ancestors migrated out of Africa as some sort of pre-hominid, I have no idea. But
swam. We were still in the water.
well, there's a theory that we're water apes, right? It's why we're hairless, is because we were actually we are descendants of some sort of hominid ape that took to the water, and there's no real use for having a whole lot of hair if you're an aquatic species. So that's why we're hairless for the most
That
part.
explains the toes. But damn it, I'm trying to think of a hairy people. Greeks? Arabs.
Greeks and
Yeah,
Arabs. Yeah.
So that would be to keep the sand off their skin?
Well, and what's interesting is that you would think that the hominids living, or humans living in colder climes, would develop more hair, and yet Scandinavians are sleek and blonde.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's not like polar
Eskimos-
bear. Not polar bear. Good luck with the Eskimos. I'm gonna go with those are Asians. Man, says we was deep ones. That could be interesting.
I think anthropology doesn't. I don't think they've got enough data to say for certain almost anything once you get past back into prehistory. It becomes very, very dicey.
Yeah, I don't know how much I trust on what these dinosaurs look like compared to today. After I found out about the
Feathers.
no, the oh god, what is it? The there's a dinosaur that has a spike on the inside of their wrist, and they just kept placing it like all over the body, like different scientists put it on different places. I'm like, what? Where did you find it? It's probably where it went.
Well, and the thing with a lot of dinosaur stuff, unless you find a complete skeleton, it's hard to say. So that most of that's done off of comparative anatomy, which I'm not knocking. It's not a useful tool. I'm just saying that you're placing an awful lot of faith on it that probably isn't fully justified.
Mm-hmm. Like the Archaeopteryx seems right to me, and it's one of the few that do, and it's feathered.
Well, and that they have that fossil is got all of the bones plus the feather imprints. So yeah, I mean that's what you want, and they have found. I mean, it's not like they're wrong a whole lot. I'm not saying they're wrong a whole lot because once they found some dinosaur bones and are doing comparative anatomy, they kind of figured out what they would look like, and since that point in time, they've actually found full skeletons of some of these things, and it turns out that they're pretty much right. So I'm not saying it's a useless tool, but I'm saying that barring absolute proof, you still got to say this is our best guess.
I'm not. I like the Tyrannosaurus. I'm just not feeling it. Like, why does a Tyrannosaurus have the same arms size as a raptor that's 1/5 its size? Like the tiny limbs just I don't get it. Like even penguins have fully evolved fucking flippers. Ostriches have fully, like bats are insanely developed. Like if you fuck around with the skeleton of a bat, you get an arm, and the wings are fingers.
Yeah.
But just a Tyrannosaurus with those dinky little stupid appendages. Take my strong hand, boss. It's just those tiny
There's a
arms.
reference for you.
Oh, we were just talking about it earlier. Chris Elliott was one of the cast members I named while you were off on your call. But the those little lizards with the frilly necks and the spitting, totally get it. Just ankylosauruses, fucking scary tanks. Triceratops, understandable to fight against a Tyrannosaurus, but like not having arms.
According to the timelines, the Triceratops is further back from the T-Rex than the T-Rex is from us.
Oh yeah, it's like I think it's 300 million to 65 million. So yeah. I love that comparison, like the Jurassic Park. Just putting them, like lumping them all together, because an Ankylosaurus would fuck up a T-Rex.
Yeah, there's no reason a T-Rex would even fuck with an Ankylosaurus.
Yeah, it'd be like anything looking at a turtle. Like, what the hell?
What the hell do I do with that?
And
then the ball hits you. Whack!
Yeah. Oh my fuck, ankle!
Yeah. It's a danger rock. Stay away from that.
I need to look that up, see what it was. Like, what kind of creatures have? Oh yeah, then you in the new, not the new Jurassic Park, but the first of the three new ones, and they had the giant fucking water creature. Like, good God, feeding Jaws to it. Fucking Bruce is hanging over the tank, and it just, I shit bigger than you, Jaws. It would have been great if they would have called it Bruce too. Here we feed it a great white shark to show it can't shit bigger than you.
God, this kid.
To
wring his neck.
He's all right. there was an episode of Modern Family where the mom admitted to the Gloria that sometimes she wanted to punch her kids. She's like, they were all standing in a row once, and I thought, if I just hit the biggest one, they'll all go down. But then I thought, no, it robbed me of knocking them down myself. And I'm like, oh, I've been looked at like that by my mom. I know what you're saying. But didn't have the frills or spit venom. Michael Crichton made that up. They were bigger than raptors and related to T-Rex. They did have plates on their heads. Might have used for communication. Well, Michael Crichton also made up a slightly bigger velociraptor than than what was previously discovered. And like, what was it? 93 is when it came out.
Something like that.
I believe it was, because 94 they discovered the Utah raptor,
which was the size of the velociraptors from the movie.
Yeah.
Velociraptors, the official velociraptor is only the size of a turkey.
A little bigger, but yeah. No, it would have been, because they would have had the same hinged hip. Yeah. Because fucking yeah, and that movie popularized what I had been led to believe. I was a big dinosaur fan as a child. I don't know anybody who wasn't.
Right.
They would have been the weird ones. And when I found out about the possibility that they weren't lizards, but they came from birds.
Well, birds technically came from them, but okay.
Yeah, I was going backwards.
Yeah.
Because my knowledge base leads me backwards. Because I can't trust anything they say about these things, because it's all made up. But yeah, I had just learned about it maybe the year previously, that there was the idea behind birds instead of lizards, and that's kind of when I went to Archaeopteryx as my favorite, and then it was popularized, and I just don't think people understood that that was a big thing. like like you grow up post Jurassic Park, it's completely different. It was actually cutting edge in the in the early 80s. Before Jurassic Park, we had Diplodocus.
Diplosauruses.
I don't know which. I know the Diplodocus, but I don't want to. Do you know? Do you know what's a Diplodocus?
Well, I mean, all these big, bad, nasty dinosaurs that we all know about. And in the modern day, they're the chicken.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I got into this huge fight with my uncle with the Diplodocus in particular because all these other fucking things, the Archaeopteryx, well, fucking forgive the Tyrannosaurus. He's got a lot of business up front on his nose, but all of them have noses up front, except the Diplodocus, which has a nose on like a wave peak on the top of its head, and I'm like, that's got to be a water creature.
Right.
It wouldn't make sense to put the nose at the top of his body unless you compare it to the other creatures that have noses on the top of their body. Mammals like dolphins and
Whales.
killer whales, orca.
All whales.
Yeah, or orcas. The
All whales are
Do all
mammals
whales?
and breathe oxygen. They breathe air. And
But humpback whales?
they all have blowholes.
I didn't know humpback whales have blowholes.
All whales have blowholes.
Do all whales have blowholes? Not your mother. Okay, how do I turn the safe search back on? Some have two. I did not know that. So they literally have snouts.
Yeah, they're nostrils.
I didn't know they had two. I didn't know some had two.
Yeah, if you ever watch, I don't know, David Attenborough do
Oh,
one of his
I haven't
specials
seen a David Attenborough anything in decades, man.
do one on whales, they'll get good camera footage of whales breaching and spouting, and if you look closely, it's you know it's they've got a septum down the middle of their blowholes.
Maybe whales are diplodocus.
Could be.
Have you seen like there's been like a rash of humpbacks just fucking landing on boats?
They're just tired of our shit and they decided to flop onto boats.
Yeah, if you're under like a 35 footer, they're gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, dude, whales are fucking no joke big.
Oh yeah, I would.
Even
I would
orca and orca aren't big by whale standards. They're bigger than dolphins. Is basically what orca are.
they're no Bruce.
But yeah, humpbacks are huge, and there's like 3 species that are even bigger than frickin' humpbacks.
No, there's got to be more than that.
Well, there's
Blue,
what sperm whales,
blue sperm.
blue, and
Yeah,
then the one that's named after a dude who's I can't think of right now. But it's like they get all these cool names for whales, and then the ones is just named after some dude who discovered them. I can't think of what they're St. John's whales or something. I don't know, something like that.
well, there's the finback. Oh, hold on. So the orcas are slightly bigger than the minkies.
Okay.
Right whales 45 to 60 feet, orcas 23 to 31. Scratch that because Bruce was 26 feet. Sperm whales 35 to 60. Wait, wasn't he 27 feet maybe? Whatever he is, he's one bigger than that. They made him the biggest ever. And then they made Deep Blue Sea. They made them 1 foot bigger. How long was Bruce the shark? 25 feet. So Bruce was 25 feet. Then 26 feet was the shark from Deep Blue Sea, which, funnily enough, they died in order, the same way the sharks in Jaws 1, 2, and 3 died.
Okay.
Yeah, whopping 25 feet long. So an orca technically was bigger. What's Predator X? It's not ringing a bus. Or it's not ringing a bell.
Predator X?
Yeah, what's that from?
What's in context of what?
Oh, it's showing us the size of the blue whale in comparison. Like there's a blue whale, then next to it's a sperm whale. There's an orca, Loch Ness monster, great white shark, a narwhal, a unicorn, a Bigfoot, an elephant, a school bus, a T-Rex, and a Predator X.
No idea.
Let's see. Predator X. I saw Prey over the weekend. It was shit.
I heard that it's glaringly mediocre.
Paleontologists reveal the identity of Predator X as a fucking looks like a giant turtle. What is this from? Lame. That just got boring real quick. Yeah, it was nothing special.
Stephen, the blue whale is the largest creature on Earth, and I don't think it's been overcome yet. Although they're speculating that there might be some deep sea giant squid that could be physically longer, but they won't be nearly as massive.
Oh yeah, there's a jellyfish out there that has 100-foot long driblets, just little danglies. So technically,
Yeah.
But that's another good one. Peter Benchley. Was it Eye of the Beast or whatever? Megalodon size. Megalodon was not only the biggest shark in the world, but one of the largest fish ever to exist. 15 to 18 meters in length, 3 times longer than the largest recorded great white shark. Can Megalodon be 100 feet? 80, 100 feet. That's what they're
Just
saying.
multiply the meters by 3, and you get roughly what it is in feet.
I don't care how big it is. Jason Statham can fuck him up in a fist fight.
Punch him right in the snout.
Did you see Megalodon? Or the Meg?
The Meg, yes.
He got in a fucking fist fight with it.
It's no Sharknado.
It is no sure. Well, technically it was. The ending to the Meg is actually he gets swallowed in that maneuver craft he's in, and he puts on his swim gear, climbs out, and uses the tooth of the megalodon to claw his way inside, eventually get to the heart of the megalodon, and just stabs the shit out of it. Like a douchebaggy Jonas.
Jonah.
I say Jonas. God damn it.
It wasn't two brothers that are musically inclined, so yeah, it's Jonah.
Like a Jonah brother.
You should have just said Geppetto. You don't go wrong there.
Yeah. Like a Carvey Geppetto. I was bothered by it. I'm like, he's a diver. He could have just used a diving knife. Why'd you have to? Why's he got to run around with a fucking megalodon tooth? Like it's that megalodon that wronged him personally. Like a megalodon tooth is like half a dinner plate.
Yep.
Razor sharp. like what pocket do you fit that fucking thing in?
You wear it around your neck like Flavor Flav.
Yeah, it was almost like Alan Grant walking around with that raptor claw. And I'm like, that's a 6-inch blade, bro! Unsheathed in your pocket. Like, this is just nonsense. All right, it's 11 o'clock. We covered absolutely no news.
What news is there to cover? I mean, it's just speculation about the Trump nonsense, which been going on for a full week now, and makes me wonder what else is going on that's not getting covered, because that's usually what happens is they give you something that's
stupid to cover up the
cover up something else going on.
Well, they're actually, there's the there's been like an inordinate like Michael Bay levels of cars just fireballing out of existence. Like a lot. We had that LA accident off La Brea where the cars burst into flames. Anne Heche and her flaming demise, which she's now brain dead.
Well, did they take? I heard that she was brain dead, but did they take her off life support? Is she actually dead? Dead?
Died at 53, 22 hours ago.
Okay. Godspeed, Anne Heche. Crazy bitch.
I only remember her from Volcano. A very bit part on she was the brother of the kid who killed himself in I Know What You Did Last Summer, and fucking Ellen DeGeneres.
Which was the only gay relationship she had. Other than that, she was with dudes.
Paint a beautiful landscape. Are you a painter? Rob one hotel. Are you a burglar? Fuck one Ellen.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I was reading her Wikipedia when I heard about the Rex, and yeah, that gal was nuttier than a squirrel turd.
Good lord, she's been in way more shit than I knew of.
Somebody
I get
on
that
Twitter
she's
was trolling people and said, "Godspeed, Aunt," or something like, we're gonna miss Anne Heche, and she was the best Galadriel. And I'm like, oh, that's gonna send the Tolkien nerds off.
That was Katie Blanchett.
Yeah, it was Kate Blanchett.
She actually has way more credits than I would have guessed.
A daytime soap actress, wasn't she?
I'm just seeing movies: Adventure, Huck Finn, Sexual Life, The Third Miracle, Toxic Skies, Pie in the Sky, Walking and Talking, Looks Like Christmas, Nothing Left to Fear, One Christmas Eve, like Prozac Nation. Like these are absolutely not my cup of tea. Girls in Prison, Fatal Desire, If These Walls Could Talk. But she's also got like Armed Response. I completely forgot she was in Milk Money. I have no idea who she was in Milk Money.
Every movie you've named, I have not seen.
You haven't seen Milk Money?
Nope.
First off, if you see Milk Money, you see fucking Ed Harris's dick. But
gee, sell it, man, sell it.
well, yeah, it's
I don't care.
good night, just. It's Melanie Griffith is a prostitute, and these kids go to her to see boobs, and like she ends up getting kicked out, and one of the kids is like, "You can stay with us for a day." And he ends up pairing this fucking whore with a heart of gold with his father. And Ed Harris, it's one of the few times that I found him absolutely charming. And what's even funnier is Malcolm McDowell plays a gangster. But it was... I don't even know what her name was. I think her name was V or something like that. But I don't remember who Anne H. Anne H. probably played a bitch. But I did forget like 6 Days, 7 Nights. But yeah, let's get out of here and get Steven, and we'll get up with him on. Oh yeah, she was in the new Psycho too. New Psycho. It's fucking 25 years old, but still new.
It's newer than the old one.
Yeah.
Stop it, cat.
Steve says I like Milk Money. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation.